Okay, well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this year's nitrogen conference. My name is Fabian Fernandez. I'm a professor at the University of Minnesota in the Department of Soil, Water, and Climate, and it's my privilege to welcome you to this conference. We apologize for being a few minutes delay. We had everything ready with the technology last night, and then this morning we touched something and everything went kaput. But it seems to be working right now. So some of you have been in this conference many times before, and we organized this conference to have a way or a forum to discuss issues related to nitrogen management, specifically for Minnesota. But as COVID hit, we started doing this as a hybrid event. Well, first online, completely online during COVID, and then we are doing this as a hybrid. And so we have had people from all over the US and internationally as well. And so we welcome all of you. I also would like to acknowledge Warren Formo from the Minnesota Agricultural Water Resources Center and Tim Radetz from the Discovery Farms. They are integral parts of this conference. They help plan and organize all the technology as well. Tim does a great job with that. We appreciate that, as well as the staff here at the center where we are meeting. I would also like to thank the sponsors. We have many sponsors that allow us to offer this conference for free or for a very small fee. And we appreciate all of them. You'll see their logos in the presentation as we have breaks today. I remind everybody in the room to silence your phone, and then if you need to use the restroom, they are on that side of the building. And the CEU for credits, they are on the table there. You can scan the QR code, and online you can do the same thing with the QR code. If you have any problems online to sign in for the credits, just send us your number and your name in the chat, and we'll take care of that. I would also like to mention that this year for the questions for both people here in the room and online, we would like for you to use Slido, and there is a slide right now showing how to use that technology. It's very simple, just using your smartphone. You can get that QR code in your phone, and then you can ask questions in there. The nice thing of that way of doing questions is that if there is a question that is already there that you like, you can vote for that question, and that question moves up, and that helps us answer those questions that have the most interest first. And then the last thing I would like to mention is that after the conference, we will be sending out a survey. And I know you're probably bombarded with surveys. You cannot go to the supermarket without getting to ask to fill a survey. But we would really hope that you will participate in this survey. It does two main things. One is, of course, helps us with the conference to figure out what went well, what we can improve on, questions or things that you think will be good to have for next year. But the other very important part is that this conference and the research that is being presented in this conference doesn't come for free. And the people that support these things, they want to make sure that those dollars that are being spent, whether it's in this conference or the research, are being used and valuable to the people, especially in Minnesota. And so we would ask that you complete that survey. It's extremely important for us to show that value. And also this year, as part of the survey, if you participate in the survey, you will be entering into a draw for two prizes, two $50 gift cards that we have. So with that, I again welcome you and appreciate all of you here in the room as well as online. We actually have more people online than in the room. And so I looking forward to this year's event. And I will turn the time over to Bruce Montgomery. He will be the MC for the day. And Bruce was working with the Minnesota Department of Agriculture, and now he works with the Minnesota Fertilizer Research and Education Council, or AFREC. And Bruce, take it away.
It's a pleasure to be here to moderate, and I'll do my best to try to keep everything on time and so forth. Real quick, one of the funding mechanisms, as Fabian said, an important one is the AFREC program, and I am the coordinator for that program. So I work as a private consultant and have the great opportunity to work with a very good council that makes all of the funding decisions for this important funding stream. I'm going to inject a little bit of history into the AFREC program throughout the day. Hopefully you will see some value in this program. AFREC has started in 2008. And what's interesting about AFREC was it was a fee that was requested by the farm groups. They pay for the program, they manage the program, and take a lot of interest in the research and education that comes out of this particular program. Since this program started 14 years ago, we've invested about $13 million into soil fertility research and education. So this is extremely important, and it's one of the funding mechanisms for this conference and the nutrient conference that's coming up in St. Cloud in the next couple of weeks. So throughout the day, I'll inject a few things, but I guess the important thing about AFREC right now is this program is set up to the Minnesota legislature, and it's scheduled to sunset in the next year and a half. So if the farm community sees value in continually supporting this program, we're going to need to really rally and get this thing going again in the next legislative session. So I'll talk a little bit more about that throughout the day.